Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. Gene Joke here, and today I'm bringing you a review and ranking of Karnov from the Windjammers Karnov and Friends collection for the Evercade. It was developed by Data East and released in 1987 into arcades, and follows the adventures of Jinborov Karnovsky, or Karnov for short. Karnov is a fire-breathing circus strongman who goes on a quest to get rich by finding treasure, which he does by finding various pieces of a treasure map. In gameplay terms, Karnov is a side-scrolling platform game where you shoot your enemies with fireballs. There are various items to pick up which will aid you on your adventure. These range from power-ups to ladders, speed boosts and so on and so forth. There are numerous enemies to contend with and bosses on each level. After defeating the boss on a level, you'll get a new piece of the map to lead you on your way to find the treasure. There's quite a large variety of different enemies, all manner of flying beasties, skeletons, djinn, dinosaurs and whatever. There's lots of different things, some of which I'm not even sure I'd know how to describe. It definitely has a fair amount of that Data East weirdness, which anyone familiar with Data East games or enough of Data East games is probably familiar with. I should have thought that sentence out more. On the graphics front, things are okay. It's not an amazing looking game. Even for its time, I don't think it has the most polished visuals, but it looks decent enough and there is plenty of variety in enemy styles and it does the job, but I don't think it'll ever really wow you. Sound and music is again very much of its time. The music gets quite repetitive and it's not the most catchy tune, and the sounds are functional, but the sound of Karnov's walking does get quite irritating. But speaking of irritating, this game can be quite challenging and frustrating, and I don't think I would have persevered to finish it if I hadn't been using save states. Even with credit feeding, the checkpoint system and frustrating difficulty, well, it led me to almost rage quit a few times. And simply put, I didn't enjoy the game enough to want to persevere to get good enough to beat it, especially certainly not a 1 credit run or anything like that. But it does have a charm to it, and there's things I like about it. It's just a bit of a frustrating experience. And it's also a game that I have some nostalgia for, which is probably why I'm going to rank it a bit higher than you might think from what I've just been saying. And as I mentioned, it does have a certain charm to it, and if you can get into the feel of it, there is a good time to be had, especially if you can get good at it, or at least good enough not to die within seconds and constantly be restarting and getting powered down, because in shoot 'em up style you get various power-ups, but when you die you're back to your basic pathetic weapon, which makes things more challenging. But it is satisfying when you can plough along, spitting out masses of fireballs and taking out enemies with abandon. So to rank it on my overall ranking of every Evercade game list, I would have to put it above Windjammers but below Shark. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.